Southeast pain spread to Lagos as seat at home affect transporters. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please listen to the end. Although a separatist group in the southeast, the indigenous people of Biafra, has suspended every Monday sit at home it ordered in the zone, operators of buses which ply Lagos Southeast laments effects of the order on the operations. Ike would never forget what took place on Monday, September 20th, 21, in a hurry. He was traveling to attend a symposium for youth corps members in Abia State when the bus he boarded was stopped by militants along the highway. Although Ike had often complied with the sit-at-home order laid by members of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB members, he made an exception due to the urgency of the event. I arrived at my location at almost 10 p.m. It was a miracle because I could have been mobbed. Those people were not joking. They stopped me and asked me questions. Imagine if I could not speak Igbo. My name would have been sorry, he said. The members of the IPOB separatist group or the Eastern Security Network has been clamoring for an independent state of Biafra in the Old Eastern region, consisting of southeastern states. The movement came under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu in 2012, who advocated agitations against the excessive power abuse wielded by the Nigerian state, which they deemed illegitimate. Initially, Kanu, I beg your pardon, had ordered that the entire Southeast sit at home and shut down all commercial activities between May 30 and 31 to commemorate the annual Biafra Remembrance Day. The move was not stridently, I beg your pardon, at first. In June 2021, Kanu was arrested by the Nigerian government in Kenya and brought back to the country. He was rearraigned on charges bordering on treasonable felony brought against him by the federal government over his agitation for the separatist Republic of Biafra. On July 30, 2021, IPOB, in a statement issued by its spokesperson Ima Powerful, declared that every Monday starting from August 9th, there will be a sit-at-home form of protest until Nnamdi Kanu, its leader, is released from the custody of the Department of State Security, I beg your pardon, DSS. We, the global family of the indigenous people of Biafra, ably led by our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to announce to all Biafra citizens, friends of Biafra and lovers of Biafra freedom and independence that IPOB leadership has declared every Monday a Ghost Monday. The group sought to force the 5 eastern states into a self-styled mode of lockdown from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and to ensure compliance to this, it issued the threat to dissidents. Bullets, flames, and terrors. Indeed, many who flouted the directive faced huge consequences as there were both reports of violence unleashed on both sides. In August, at least 6 people were killed and 3 buses set ablaze in Anambra State after a joint security patrol team killed 2 persons suspected to be members of IPOB, enforcing the group's sit-at-home order in an area. In the same month, 3 travelers were burnt to death with shops and vehicles, including buses belonging to Libra and OK transport companies, reportedly set ablaze in Imo State. Eventually, after months of forced compliance, the sit-at-home lockdown was extended. The Punch had reported that the group on September 14th called for an end for the imposed order. But the spirit of violence that has been agog, I beg your pardon, that has been set agog in the region was here to stop. For about 5 weeks, the suspension of the sit-at-home business activities were still grounded every Monday as the dark cloud of fear still hung over the people who would stay indoors to avoid being harassed by IPOB militants. Chika told one of our correspondents that he felt like a fugitive traveling on Monday to Nnewi as the bus driver had to sneak past any crowd to avoid being mobbed. It felt like I was running away for committing a crime. Everyone in the 14 sister boat held their breath when they saw a crowd of protesters. At a point, they stopped our cars. We had to chant, "We are for Biafra, this is our land." Even after all that, they parted our vehicles and told us to wait. We had to wait till about 9 p.m. Transport businesses, lifeblood of Igbo culture. According to a report by the Nigerian Informer, Lagos to Eastern Nigeria route is one of the busiest routes in Nigeria, as it is ever busy 24 hours a day. It was gathered that most buses plying the southeastern route sometimes do not wait to pick up passengers from the southeast to major cities like Lagos or Abuja. They usually travel back to cities to pick more waiting passengers to the east. The transport business is intertwined with the nuances of Igbo of Igbo culture. Hence, during festive seasons, particularly Christmas and New Year, many Igbo individuals travel home for various purposes such as meetings, weddings, funerals, family gatherings, and community project commissionings. Nnamdi Okeke, Lagos resident who hails from Ogidi, Anambra State, explained, most of us travel to our villages towards the end of the year. This is why our markets are usually shut down between that December to January interval. It is a time of rest from the city stress to meet with our families and friends in the East. We also have village meetings that take place annually and everyone is expected to participate in them. However, with the months of enforced sit-at-home observed in the Southeast, transport agencies have had many sad tales to tell. For instance, an official of the Young Shall Grow Motors in Lagos who pleaded anonymity for fear of attack confided in our correspondent that the sit-at-home had badly affected their business. The loss we experienced cannot be quantified because we are losing. We have over 46 parks in Lagos, and on Monday, the least number of vehicles to leave Lagos are 100, while only 10 leave for Abuja. We are losing and we cannot quantify the loss. The company is losing resources. In 4 or 5 Mondays in a month, we are losing. We still have to pay workers. It also affects the company in the sense that the workers who earn a percentage from what they charge the passenger have to fend for themselves. Some of these people are affected are the loaders. We also have managers and assistant managers who fend from the proceeds of loaded buses. They are not on salary. It also affects the passengers too, he said. Pointing in the direction of a transit bus parked on the premises for emphasis, he added, a new bus can cost over 25 million. You really do not want to lose that kind of investment. In fact, when passengers come on Monday, nobody will attend to them because traveling is a risk on the lives of innocent people and on the drivers' lives. There is no point taking that risk. In the same vein, a customer service officer at God is Good Motors, who simply identified himself as Oluwaseyi, also told the correspondent that the sit-at-home had badly affected the revenue because buses no longer ply 5 routes. Since the sit-at-home policy, we have lost 6 routes. For us, we do not go to Aba, Enugu, Awka, Uyo, and Owerri on Mondays. On a normal day, we get to go to these places. That affects the revenue and also give us extra workload. The people who are to travel on Monday end up rushing on Tuesday or Sunday in order to avoid all of these things. So it has not been easy. This has affected us so much that I really wish the government and IPOB would agree, he said. An official of Peacemas Transit also complained of losses incurred by the transport firm. We lose in terms of financial income. We do not move on Mondays for now. Our passengers know this and they do not often come around. Those that come around, we beg them and advise them to travel the next day. He admitted that in spite of the commercial activities have resumed in some states in the East, transporters still fear the implication of not obeying the sit-at-home directive. A top official of Ekison Transport said the experience has been the same. Yes, the sit-at-home has really affected us. I think the government needs to listen to what these people are agitating for and also listen to us because we are being affected. For instance, on Sundays, we do not do anything. We just come here. The travelers themselves already know this. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.